Hi everybody, it's Catherine and Lena, and just a second, we're here to talk about making something from an herb that we harvested in our yard. So Lena, what did you do?
I collected 109 violets and 109 leaves.
Yeah, so violets are one of the first things to pop up out of the ground in the springtime. And they are incredibly rich in vitamin C.
And we made this out of violets and the violet leaves. We're going to make syrup out of it.
Yep, so hold on, let me show them a little bit about these leaves. They've got a really beautiful shape to them. And if you eat 3 of these a day, that's your whole daily allotment of vitamin C. The flowers are also edible. All violet species are, but the flowers are not the plant's actual flowers. These are just little show flowers, and the plant is actually helped and benefited by you eating these flowers. The flowers themselves don't come until late summer, and they're just these little green inconspicuous almost balls that are like underneath the leaves. These flowers do not actually help the flower fertilize like other flowers. Anyway, they have a little bit of a peppery taste, really great in salads. I'm going to show you what those look like. Okay, Lena, okay. And one of the things we like is something called the Herb Fairies. This is a series of books that we like to read. It's by a Learning Herbs group. And it's just kind of a little adventure of some children that go into the fairy forest, and they always have to save the day by providing some sort of herbal medicine that they make to cure an ailment. And so they also give you a whole bunch of like really cool recipes and activities, little journal entries, things that you can go and fill out on your own to kind of dive more deeply into each of the plants. But we're working on the recipe called Violet Infusion and Syrup. And the ingredients were 1 ounce of dried violet, which Lena was saying earlier, how she picked 109 flowers and 109 leaves. And then she dried them for a couple days in just a paper bag that we hung in the window and shook often. And then we needed a quart of water. We didn't actually pick a whole ounce of the flowers. We ended up taking about 1/10 that, or 0.1 ounces when I weighed them. So we decided to add the hot water, just enough to cover it. We wanted the tea that this is going to make to be very strong. And we covered it with the boiling water in there for how long? Do you remember? It's been about a day, but a minimum of 4 to 8 hours. And now what we are doing is we are going to make it into the syrup. And that is done by straining it into a pot. Okay. So it's all strained. And then it says to add about equal parts of that of honey. So that's what Lena's very excited about. And what you do this time is you don't boil it and you don't cook it for a long time, because honey is antiviral, but it's also very delicate. If you add honey to boiling water, it kills its antiviral properties. So it's good to just slowly warm this enough to dissolve all of the honey. And after that happens, then you're just going to want to take it off the heat, and you're going to want to store it in a jar. And if you've used about equal parts honey, it will last a couple weeks in the refrigerator. But this is a really great thing to use for a sore throat. Violets are known to have healing properties that are very good for our throat. And honey is also good for your throat as well. It can soothe it and coat it. Okay, soothe it and coat it, and really help it not itch, and therefore help you not cough as much.
I do have an itchy throat.
Right, so this is something that she's making because she thinks it's really going to help the cough that she's had over the last few days.
I'm going to have a little one.
And she's going to have a little bit. So we will pour it into a jar, put it in the fridge, and use it over the next couple weeks when we have a sore throat. So thank you. Thanks for your help. See you next time.